Okay, guys, welcome back. I was saying in the previous video that something is about to happen with Tesla. Basically, they're gonna report deliveries for quarter 3, and that's very important because if the deliveries are above expectations, normally the stock value will go up. And that's what we want. So there's again a new thing building around Tesla that will make the stock to go up. And so far, if we analyze the monthly, we can see that it has been recovering. We're going to zoom out a little bit to see more in detail where we are. It's very important to check the MACD. So far in the monthly, the MACD has been in a downtrend. Even though we see some recoveries, it went down, recover, and we haven't managed to reach the previous peak that was around 500 or so. So what's the potential for Tesla? Imagine something big is revealed. Big meaning like these are real numbers now we're talking about. It's not like battery data, it's something towards the future. This is gonna be real facts that happen about Tesla, how many vehicles were sold. We could see that Tesla goes up 13.5%, more or less, if we reach the previous peak. If we're more conservative, we could think about 9-8%. That could be something if we take these previous height, as a resistance. Imagine it's resisting to this bottom. We can say we can do another 8%, and imagine it goes a bit crazy. Let's say it goes 15%. That would be 512, which is what I have in my orders. I set 512 just because I'm doing incrementals of 1% in order to sell my shares. The same thing I do to buy. So I buy and sell all the time, and I play with the 1%, okay? So now we're at 437. Okay, let's check if we sold or we bought something while we were waiting. So these are, that's Cayon, we were checking in the previous video. But if we do Tesla, we can see that we wanted to buy the next range at 428. That never happened. We never went down more than 1%. And now we would sell at 462, which is also pretty far away from the reality. So let's calculate how far away we are from that point. And that could be at around 2%, since we already dropped 1% since we opened. And actually we bought some shares already that were already pre-programmed. Our target would be how much did I say? 462 to sell. Oof, that's really high up. No, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen in this life. In this life, it will never happen. Elon, what do you think? We will need to go today at least 5% up in order to sell those shares. So, what can we do? We can set new ones. Since we bought new shares, new shares, we could set new ones. We leave it like that, and let's start. Let's start from the current price, and we'll also check, obviously, at what price we bought them, and that way we can set new orders to sell at a profit, and we can escalate the profit. We want to get 5%, but when you see that you have such a big gap until the next objective, that's because we sold Tesla, we bought Tesla. So those levels were covered already. So we sold at 428, at 440, and we set orders to buy at 429. Okay, so we bought at these are not orders, these are real transactions that happen, and that happened today. So we bought at 429, we bought yesterday at 419. So let's okay, but at 429 we only bought one, which is nothing. Okay, let's set this one 429. Let's say we want to make 4% to be a bit more within the range. That would be 446, and that's more like what we could reach today. 446 would be around here, and we're gonna see from the place where we are now what percentage we should go up in order to be able to gain this. 446, it would be, we will need to go up almost 2%. So if we reach 4%, that's something that could happen today. That's something more realistic. And in that case, since we bought it down here at around 429, we'll make 4%. It's nothing. We're talking about one share, 4%. We're not talking about much, but in slow moments like this, you can do these kind of things. At least you stay active, you keep an eye on your stock, and it will help to get a little bit of profit. I'm going to try to put 2 shares at 446 because I think I have extra ones, but I might be mistaken, and I'll do it until execution. Good till cancel. Okay, 2. And then we're going to sell at 1% more, okay? That's at 450. We'll sell 2 more, 450, because the previous one I should have put 1, and that's going to be 450.50. We'll put also good till execution, and we'll sell 3 more at 464, which is actually what we already have. So I don't think there's a point, because 462 we had. Okay, and we have at 462, 464. So we were missing a gap between the buy and the sell, and that we filled that in already. So that's good, which I don't see at the moment, but that's because the system is very slow. We leave it this way. Eventually that will have to be refreshed, and we go back to the portfolio to check. We're going to put Tesla. Those are the new ones. So what I didn't do was to refresh like this, and now we can see 446, 450, 459, 462. So we have a range, and it's increasing in units as the price goes up. And to buy is more or less the same, similar. These two we can swap or get closer to, since now we are going up. 438 divided by 1%, 433, and that's what we have, 433. We could do half a percentage point, okay? 438 divided by 0.005, that would be 436. We can do 435 and a half. 435 and a half. Good. Okay. I like it. I like the way it looks. I can see a downtrend happening here. Even though now we're in a recovery moment, you can see a cool-off moment. It's reaching a bit of a saturation point, and it's trying to go down. If you see the 50 moving average, which is the red line, it's going below. Oh, it's falling like a rock now. I can see it's falling. So what we just said, we need to adapt, because most likely we'll go down a lot more. And if we analyze the previous low, okay, we can see that every time we're having lower lows and lower highs, we are in a range. We could set some lines to help us with this range, something like that. And if we get out of this range and it's opening a bit more towards the down movement, although here I could say that here we recover. So I think it's fair to say that this was the good, better range. Okay. Today is moving weird. I don't know why it's moving, like zoom in, zoom out. I barely touch it. Let's modify the orders. Let's put them lower, so we buy them at a lower price. So we want to buy, instead of at 434, we'll divide it into a little bit. That's going to be 432. Okay, 432. And the 432 we divided by 1%, that would be 427. But we have already a 428. I could do a little bit higher. 428 multiply. Did I multiply or 430? I like that, 430. So this one is going to be 430. And it's not refreshing because this platform sucks big time. The Giro sucks. Okay, guys, sorry, I lose my patience. It's all the time. Problems here, there. And they don't take any responsibility. Sometimes I lost big money, but I'm telling you, big money. They forced me to sell $40,000 in 4 days at the moment that we were sunk, that all the stocks were down, and I was like losing, and I was trying to sell at the best price possible, but it was ridiculous. All that because they changed their policy from one day to the other. It's crazy. How can they do these things? You know, the only thing about themselves, you don't give a 4-day notice. Come on. Okay, let's check the portfolio, see if something has changed. Cayo, Nicola. Shall we sell Nicola? I'm thinking. Now it's going down. Urban Tea, okay, is the next one that we could sell a few, but we don't have too many positions left. So, and Cayon we already adapted. In the previous video, we adapted it so that we can sell some positions that are giving us a loss, and we're going to sell them at a loss. So, at the moment, I don't see anything that we could sell. Dropbox is getting green. Okay, it's going up. Mercado Libre, Slack. Box is going green. Microsoft, Walmart. Okay, I think that's about it. FedEx. I don't see any big moves. Everything looks pretty conservative. I think it's good that we keep a bit of liquidity in case we see something, a big change. What we can check is how many transactions we have open, purchase transactions. because sell, I have a lot. So we are trying to buy Tesla, Microsoft, Facebook, and Slack. Microsoft 10 shares at 211. Let's check that one. Microsoft, let's see at what point Microsoft is right now. And we can also check Facebook since we have it here. And okay, guys, a little trick that I learned. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When you see that the websites are not loading very quickly, what I do is I switch off and back on the Wi-Fi, and you wait a few seconds and reboot it basically. And normally after that, it gets a little bit better. Normally, we'll see. So now we see that Microsoft is moving above the 200 moving average. The 50, actually, you can see at this point the 5 and 13, sorry, cross the 50. They are moving below the 50, but the 50 is still not crossing the 200. So far we are moving sideways with Microsoft. It doesn't look like it's gonna take off. I thought today it would be a good moment to take off. Shall we buy some Fastly? I see it's positive. That's a good sign. Oh no, but I think it went up a lot. It went up too much already. And yeah, I checked it before and I forgot about that. So yeah, you want to grab stocks on their way up when they are above the 200 moving average if possible, or ideally would have been here, but in the long run, when you check the 1 month, you see we should have got them around here, this area, more towards the right. After the crossing, you grab them and you ride the wave up. Okay, it's like inverse surfing. You want to ride the wave up, not the wave down. So yeah, it's not to me, in my opinion, it's not a good moment to buy Fastly. You need to let it drop. When it falls again to these levels, that's going to be the best moment. Let's see what those levels could be. Imagine you would have bought here. After this day, it would have been around more or less there. That would have been 87.5, something like that. Okay, if you want it cheaper, 84, something like that. Yeah. So any others? Look at Shell. Luckily I sold it yesterday. I saw it was going down and I sold it at a loss. And you know what triggered me to sell it? Actually, I sold it, I repurchased, and I sold it at a loss, and I was like, I'm out. It was a big drop that happened during the day, yesterday, and the drop was humongous. Look at that. It's like it went down like 6%, and look at today, it's going down like a rock. It's doing the same. Shall we buy a few at the bottom here? We could buy a few, not too many, in order not to take too much risk. But yeah, this, I mean, it looks like it wants to start to turn around. So we can do $250. That's gonna be 250 divided by 46. 5 shares. Let's do 6 to round it up. And you know what I'm gonna do? Before buying anything, I'm gonna check that they merge, because that's what we were waiting for. We were waiting for them to merge with Helion, and I'm not sure if that happened or why is it falling so much. Okay, we know that Tortoise Acquisition Corporation is a SPAC. SPACs are companies that get created so that at one point in time they're going to merge with a real company that wants to enter the stock market to get funding for their project, like Helion is doing, no? And you have Virgin Galactic did the same thing, Nikola, I mean, you have many. So this is a SPAC. Okay, Mex's debut today. Here's what you need to know. Okay, we could open that, but I want to see something 3 days ago. 3 days ago, no. Okay, that's 38 minutes ago. I like that better. That's more accurate. Okay, investors have a new way to play the mummy market for okay, we have to read the full article, not just that little piece, and that's from Barron, so that's a good source, but you need to subscribe. I'm not subscribed, so I cannot read it. Yeah, these are blank check companies. Okay, nothing that helps us to know if they merge or not. Although from the title, it seems like it's debut today, but yeah, we're not sure. But we can buy a few positions. Let's not take too much risk, okay, and see. Did I buy it already? Did I? And I don't remember. Okay, I think it's going back up. That's why it's already so high up. But I don't see. Oh, here. No, I'm gonna refresh. 46.67. We're gonna do 6 at 46. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't see in which range it's trading yet. That's might not be accurate because it's 15-minute difference. So I really need to grab this information here. And what I would do is try to put the bottom that it reached right now, something like 46. Oh, look at that, 45.84. Let's put 46 and see if it goes through like that. Eventually we'll adapt it. As we see that the market, the stock is going up or not. So view the order. It's been 1 week and it starts showing this thing repeated 5 times, and it's very annoying, guys, from the Giro. It's very annoying. You see it's showing 49, but that was 15 minutes ago. So now what we need to see, okay, I can see a turn in the green one. That's the 5 day, sorry. And that's a good sign, actually. I don't know if this is the bottom for today, but it's 46.88. We'll go for 46.88. We're not going to chase the stock. We just bought 6. We're buying 6, okay? And see if that goes through. 46.84. It's cooling off, but normally that should go through. Normally, let's see. If we check transactions, come on, what's going on? It's so slow. I'm gonna close other windows. I'm closing everything. Okay, I'll pause and okay, guys, I rebooted. The order didn't go through even though we had the price, so something seems to be not going very good here. We'll change it to 94, which is market price right now. Your order is not found. Okay, so it did go through. It's just not updating here. And yeah, it might take a while because there seems to be a problem with the Giro website technical. system. Okay, so today we are so far going down because we were at 1,000 and something for the day. If we check for the portfolio, we should see probably what's not working. I could see Continental Resources is going down 6%, which before wasn't there. Halliburton. So anything that has to do with petrol, energy, oil, it's not a good moment for them. It's not a good investment. Some biotechnology I saw also that were going down. And let's see, Nordstrom seems to be taking off. And we bought some yesterday. Nikola, it's recovering a little bit. And let's see, Tower Health. I already split it many times because normally I invested $1,000 in each of these biotech companies to diversify. Not a good idea. I didn't get them at the bottom. I got them at the top when they looked like they were going to take off even more, and that didn't happen. So I learned my lesson. That's why now I check the 1 monthly and I try to get stocks when are at the 1 monthly bottom and about to turn around to take off. And that's it. And you just try to make 5%. Boom, that's it. Target, you get out, go and find the next one. And and try to play with the cycles. Okay, you need to know how long they take to turn around. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sort by this one here. Is telling you which are the ones doing the best in general. In general, not for today. That's today. Ever since you bought them, okay. So these are good. It's a good way of seeing different perspectives. Actually, you change your sight, and you can see, in a way, you see all the others are negative, but these are doing good. So then I try to see if here something that looks positive, it's close to break even in this side, and that's, look at Fluor is okay. Fluor is going up 2%, and we have a small loss. And yeah, I don't see anything interesting that we could sell. Switch, but no, we're too close to break even. That's only one share. Q Holdings 1 share. Okay, no. The other way also I do is check by value, which ones represent the most in your portfolio, and this is the case. So there we go. So Apple, look at Apple. We just bought all these shares and now it's going down. We bought so many, and I made the mistake not to do the escalating price. It takes time to do the escalating price, to calculate it. We saw it in the previous video. We did it for 2 stocks. And that's actually, it saves you a lot of risk. It reduces a lot of risk. You're buying more as the price goes down. And if it doesn't go down, you don't buy them. It's better to have the liquidity with you, and you keep that money in your pocket, and you can invest it at a later time or in another stock. So that's what you have to play with. Don't buy no matter what. Like I used to do. I used to do that. You just buy anything. Oh, I just fell down 40%. Let's buy it. No, that's not the best thing to do. So sometimes it works, but it's not very strategic. You need to set a strategy, see what's going to happen, read the news, what's going on, check. Okay, so far I don't see much going on. Tesla seems to be doing still good, and if this drop, the today's profit drop, is not because of Tesla, which normally is the case, because a small fluctuation in Tesla stock affects the entire portfolio, which Tesla represents half of the portfolio. So, yeah, and so far we're still at a big loss. So, yeah, we really need to recover. Let's see. Let's check Tesla and see where it's going. And I think by now it's still bouncing inside this channel. I think this is a good moment to say please like and subscribe, and since this is cooling off too much, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye, thanks for watching.